Before we get into this Xbox news that came out of Gamescom, I just want to say, for the record, 100% full disclaimer. I, again, I don't hate the Xbox platform. I want them to be in a place where they succeed like they did in the 360 era. I want them to be in a place where they have the betterment of being a good console, a console that's actually worth getting, a console that's actually worth the exclusives with the Xbox One. However, the Xbox has been the butt of the joke this generation because they haven't been really dishing out incentives to buy an Xbox One platform. And now they're coming out with the Xbox One X, and now they have hit Gamescom 2017. Too much dismay, too much disappointment, in my opinion. Now I'm going to start talking about the stuff that I did see on the live streams, the small potatoes, the stuff that really doesn't matter that much to anyone, and I don't know why this was on the forefront of a gaming presentation. Honestly, there was a multitude of people calling the presentation boring, and I can kind of see why. I tuned into this conference late, so I thoroughly apologize, but really, I don't think I have anything quite particular to apologize for other than having my time wasted, because the first thing that I saw when I tuned into the live stream was them talking about a multitude of different color controllers that you can customize and have for your Xbox One platform. Which, I mean, I think personally, them spending way too much time on controllers, this could be a pre-show, this could be glossed over for like a minute or so, but I believe they spent like 10 to 20 minutes on this in total, and it really didn't make much sense to me. Microsoft, where are your games? Why are two controller presentations the forefront on your press event show floor? It makes no sense to me. And then they talked about the pre-orders. The pre-orders for the Xbox One X is now live, so you can go ahead and get that. I think the console itself, it comes out November the 7th this year. They also delayed Crackdown 3, so I don't know. It's probably going to be a lot of multiplats available sometime on launch. But when it comes to actual like Xbox One X enhanced games, they did talk about 100 games being available for the Xbox One X enhanced program. So that means that most of these games that are coming out are going to receive some graphical and performance refinements. I think in particular they talked about Quantum Break being one of those games that will receive Xbox One X enhancements. However, yeah, it doesn't seem like Microsoft is really charting out any of the exclusive titles, and that seems to be the problem. I think I talked about this once before about the Xbox Play Anywhere system being kind of, well, detrimental to them in the long run. If really Xbox Play Anywhere is supposed to be the future, even though you can find most of these games now on PC, when it comes to Microsoft's most exclusive titles, people can just use the Windows 10 store, even though it's a pile of garbage, and get those games on PC. That doesn't necessarily make them exclusive if they are timed exclusives or coming to other platforms. We talked about this couple in with the fact that I made a video on this detailing that Microsoft is trying to come up with these new outlandish and fancy terms that just doesn't signify a console video game's exclusivity. If you can find this game on another platform, if you can find this game elsewhere, it makes it an overglorified multiplat. And Sony has games on PS4 that Microsoft just will never get. They will never get Neo. They will never get stuff like Uncharted because Sony has those first-party studios that Microsoft doesn't seem to have right now, and that seems to be the problem. Microsoft is in a position where they have a lot more money, and I said this before, they can go out and find more first-party studios and manage more games that are captivating and innovative and that can only be found on the Xbox platform, and I feel as though this is not being capitalized well enough in their presentations. You have stuff like Assassin's Creed Origins, and I cannot get hyped over Assassin's Creed anymore. Granted, Assassin's Creed 2 was pretty cool to play. However, Origins, it seems like there's a mix of elements with For Honor, with the gear system. But if you thought Ubisoft was going to stick to standard conventions of what they did during E3 2017, which is showing off a gameplay presentation of Assassin's Creed Origins, instead they squander that and they give you a cinematic CGI trailer for you to glimpse your eyes on, when it's not indicative of gameplay. It's not anything relatively important besides showing you the concept of how a game is probably going to be envisioned, and it's just a pile of bullshit. Moving on, apparently a user interface gets its time to shine at Gamescom 2017 with the Xbox conference, because they touched upon a user interface update that allows you to see icons much better and much clearer on screen. I'm not sure why this wasn't regulated to a typical and standard Xbox One update behind the scenes, not being on the show floor at Gamescom, but whatever. Microsoft is just really phoning in the filler. I that's how I feel, man. They're phoning in the fucking filler, and you could just see this from a mile away. You can see it from yards out, and it's very disappointing. Let's continue. Next, we're going to talk about two console colorizations, because having a different color of the Xbox One X and having a different color of the Xbox One S Slim is apparently all the rage these days to get your fat pan happy. So now we have the Xbox One X Project Scorpio Edition. This edition is a limited version of the Xbox One X console, and is going to be available by pre-order only for a short amount of time, and it's basically just a tint of green, a dark green hue, and you have some neon light green text on the side. You know, for them taking the code name of the Project Scorpio, you would figure maybe this bundle will have something different. Maybe this bundle, this limited edition, will have something that would have some bonus stuff when it comes to the Project Scorpio name. Maybe have a bigger hard drive, maybe have some more RAM or something special, maybe some free games. But no, it doesn't. You just get a more darker, shitty green variant, and that's basically it. So next we have the Xbox One S bundle with a special Minecraft design, and it looks like someone vomited into an asshole full of Fruit Loops. I mean, what is this thing? What is this thing? What is this color? People will actually find this attractive to have in their home studios. It makes no goddamn sense why they will have a Minecraft oriented Xbox One S bundle when Minecraft is old. The game is ancient. Like, I don't even know why. I guess it's because they're having this super duper 4K graphics pack, and Minecraft is getting this resurgence on the Xbox One platform because they recently announced that they were having a graphics pack release for this particular 4K occasion. 4K is another craze I really don't care about, so this is something that also falls in line of not caring about. There's also a Shadow of War Xbox One S bundle that was confirmed to be coming out. I think Microsoft had the marketing rights for Shadow of War for a long time now, all things considered, but it seems like Sony was the one pushing that game a lot more, so go figure. It's kind of weird. Anyway, that's coming out sometime later in the year, and they showed off another trailer for Shadow of War. Go check that out. I'm not too much of a fan of the microtransactions, so that game kind of took a bit of a hit for me. But all the same, I did enjoy Shadow of Mordor, so I'm hoping this game also does well in the gameplay department at least. Not the biggest fan of their practices they have going on currently at the moment. Apparently, Sea of Thieves is going to feature cross-play between the Xbox One and PC players, typical because Xbox Play Anywhere, and it's a multi-plat in a technical sense. And apparently, you could throw vomit on your other team players in the game, which is quite disgusting. But for some reason, the presenter, he made this out to be a big point, which is just disgusting, dude. I don't know. I guess that's their marketing pitch. I don't know why they would really elaborate and go in detail about you being able to vomit in a bucket in game and throw it on the enemy players. It seems really fucking weird to me if that's really a sales pitch. Just saying, dude. Seriously, WTF mofo, what the fuck? ReCore is having a definitive edition coming to Xbox. Why? I don't... Just why? I thought ReCore flopped. I don't know why they're getting a new definitive edition, but okay, I mean, it's coming to the Xbox Game Pass, so you can go ahead and get ReCore. Once again, apparently, from what I heard, you cannot 100% the game. Hopefully they go back and fix that, because one of the robots are excluded. And it's basically Concept or Shinji Mikami or whatever. Not Shinji Mikami, but friggin' I forget his name. I'm so tired, forgive me. It's Kenji Inafune. Shinji Mikami is great, by the way. But Kenji Inafune is the one that helmed ReCore, I think. And he has a history of trying to modernize certain games and saying shit about converting games to the West, which I really didn't appreciate his statements, because it made it seem like he was making Japan-oriented games seem irrelevant. And also, like, he also was behind the Mighty Number 9 debacle, so there is that. ReCore, just get out of my face. Next, we have Microsoft publishing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds for the Xbox version, and they recently released a sales figure saying that the PC version topped 8 million units. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, I played it, but I don't play it often. The game is definitely one of the biggest things out there currently, and I'm surprised how far it really blew up despite being a game in early access. So, once again, I mean, congrats to their success. I look forward to playing more PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds in the future with friends, by myself. So far, I really dig the game on PC, but I know that's going to be like 30 FPS on the Xbox One X, so it's going to take a bit of a downgrade. Just a bit of a downgrade there. Just saying. What do we have next? I'm doing this live, by the way, also. I'm just so tired right now. The fucks I give her less. So I talked about that. They have a new Jurassic World game coming out, which is supposed to be some sort of dinosaur tycoon theme park, like Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'm not really the biggest fan on Jurassic Park. Call me weird, call me crazy, but I only saw the first movie once, and that was it. I really did not have this drive to go in and watch like the sequels, because it never really caught on to me. So this news doesn't catch on to me either, especially being some sort of sim oriented game. I'm just not into Jurassic Park, so I don't care about this news. And I think that's pretty much it for all the announcements they had at Gamescom. That is it, people. They also talked about some stuff about remastering certain games for the Kinect, and I'm gonna see if I can find them, but I thought they got rid of Kinect. I really did. I thought it was over for stuff with Kinect. So I'm gonna look this up really quick for you guys. It's called, yeah, they have 3 games right here. It's called Disneyland something, Disneyland Adventures, Rush, a Disney Pixar adventure, and Zoo Tycoon. And they are going to be Xbox One console exclusive remasters that were done via Kinect previously. And I guess this is it, man. This is your console exclusive games 360 era Kinect games getting remastered for the Xbox One. You already know what I'm going to give this particular presentation. It gets an F, minus, dash dash minus minus dash dash. Microsoft, what in the blue holy hell clavicle of dumpster fucks have you gotten yourself into with these lackluster presentations? Imagine if Microsoft brought the same lack of effort at E3 2017. Everyone would literally tear them apart. They would rip them from the inside out. They would never hear the end of it. Microsoft got lazy here. Microsoft is losing the plot when it comes to having the initiative to entice these people about the video games on their platform. They have moved on from services to controllers to fucking 4K nonsense, and it is stupid to me. It is not appealing to the slightest. This reminds me of when people were trying to make this statement about having a 4K Blu-ray player in the Xbox One X and the PlayStation does not. I don't give a shit. I just want to play games on my console. It's cool if they have good graphics. It's cool if they have good performances. But I want to play games on a platform wholeheartedly anytime I want. I want to have good exclusives. I don't care about all this other fluff about you can customize your controller to be fucking pink. You can customize your controller to be fucking black as tar. I just don't care about that in terms of a presentation. It's cool that you have it. You can shoehorn it in a pre-show. But this is just the worst Microsoft conference I ever seen in my life. I think the PC Gaming Show could have outshined this easily. That's how bad it is. Fucking terrible. Absolutely pathetic. I know I'm just ranting and I know I want Microsoft to improve, but at this rate, Phil Spencer, you got to step up to the plate. You need more initiative. You have to know what the gamers want. Whoever was in charge during the 360 era, bring that guy back. Bring whoever was in charge back because he knew what the fuck he was doing before the 360 era ended. He knew what to bring to the table. He knew what type of deals to make. You need to do this stuff to entice your user base, and all this stuff about 4K and controllers is really not cutting it. F+. God damn it. This is Renegade Operative signing off. I hope you enjoyed my tired rant. I kind of didn't want to turn this into a rant, but it spiraled into it anyway because I never been so bored in my life. I seriously wanted to fall asleep during this Gamescom live stream of Xbox. It was that bad, man. I was about to go out like a baby. If you need some sort of indicator of needing some fucking NyQuil for a conference, this would be it. NyQuil personified, putting you into a coma. And I'm done, man. I'm just done. Microsoft, you hold another loaf. Another loaf. See you.